Hello, pipe smokers. My name is Louisiana Pipe Guy, 1965, and this is my first YouTube video. I've been a lurker on YouTube on the pipe uh, channels for quite some time, and really inspired by Stash Warden and the Dagners and some others. Really enjoy watching you guys' videos, and I enjoy getting home at night and clicking on YouTube and firing up a pipe and just kind of like enjoying a pipe with friends, about as close as you can get, you know. And to tell you a little bit about myself, I live in North Louisiana. I love pipe smoking. I guess you could say my addictions are pipe smoking, any form of caffeine, and bass fishing. I love those three. I do barbecue for a living, so maybe in some other videos can give you some tips on how to smoke some good meat. And the area where we live in, we no longer have a tobacconist here. He retired 2 or 3 years ago, and so we lost that luxury of having, you know, someone very close. And I'll tell you, to you guys that live in an area where you have a true tobacconist, a true tobacco shop for good cigars, good pipes, look, you're lucky. It's tough. I have to order. We're about 100 miles. Well, Shreveport is about 100 miles to the west of us. So, and I get there 2 or 3, 4 times a year, and there's a good smoke shop there, MA Smoke Shop, and then I order stuff from him, and he sends it through the mail, and he's got some good products, and I'll show you some of those on different videos. My dad has a cabin in North Arkansas, so we go, when going through Little Rock to go there, I just recently discovered it's called the Pipe and Tobacco Shop. We got a good selection of pipes, and as does MA's, but we got a good selection of pipes and tobaccos. And my son lives in New Orleans, so he picks up some tobacco there and brings, when he comes in, he brings me some good tobacco here. Otherwise, if I run low, I have to buy the over-the-counter brands, and I've developed a taste for a couple of them. Sometimes it's hard to find freshness. That's what you run into, and a lot of them have a lot of glycerins in them, a lot of additives and stuff. But you know, you do what you have to do sometimes, and what I'm smoking today came from the Pipe and Tobacco Shop, and neither one of these MAs in Shreveport nor does Pipe and Tobacco Shop have a website. You can get their number on the off the internet, and they'll be glad to send you some stuff. What I'm smoking today came from the Pipe and Tobacco Shop, and it's called Buttered Rum. I really like aromatics, and trying a few English blends along, and I believe that's going to be more of an acquired taste. There's a couple that I'm getting a taste for, and gradually. But I started out on aromatics. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, and that's kind of when I started pipe smoking. And for some reason or other, in the late 90s, I put it down. I never picked it back up. Of course, I smoke cigarettes too, and cigars, and I know a lot of people, there's a big stigma on cigarette smoking now, but I believe in live and let live, and you know, I do my thing, and of course, any tobacco use now seems to carry a bad stigma with it. We live in a world where we're almost criminalized because of our enjoyments, and you know, I found I get just as many dirty looks out in public, in a parking lot, walking across the parking lot, smoking a pipe, as I do smoking a cigarette. People just are really hung up on this anti-smoking deal, and to each his own. I'm going to leave you alone, and I want you to leave me alone too, and with it. And I am respectful of others when I smoke. I don't smoke in someone's house or certainly in someone's car, and even in my own house, when if we have visitors over that don't smoke, I'm respectful of those. Even in my own house, I go outside, and but you always get the usual comments. Well, your house smells, your clothes smell, but you don't get as many with the pipe, because actually, the room note. My wife doesn't smoke, and she actually likes the smell of a pipe, and gives off pretty good room note. And this buttered rum has got a room note from a scale of 1 to 5. It's probably a 4.5. It's not really strong, and of course I've always liked anything with the rum flavored. I know M.A. Smoke Shop in Shreveport has one called a Rum Rummy. That's the best. He's been out of that, so I haven't been able to get it. I need to try to call him next week and see if he can ship me a little of it. But no, I picked up pipe smoking here 2 or 3, 4 months ago again, and ran across. I was cleaning out in the house and going through some old things, and I run across this. And why I saved this one, this is my very first pipe, and it was just a cheap, inexpensive Dr. Graybo Omega. And I bought this. A guy I had worked with at the time smoked pipe, an older gentleman, and he said, look, if you want to see if you like it first, just go pick you up an inexpensive. And I think back then this thing was $15. So I seen one in the store the other day. Inflation has got it. It's about $35 now. But this pipe's about 25 years old, and still smokes good. Dr. Graybo is good for someone starting out. See if they like it. You don't spend a lot of money, and it smokes good. I've got a couple of other Dr. Graybos that I smoke from time to time, and 2 of them smoke really good, and 1 of them has kind of got that woody burn taste. Maybe it's not totally broke in. They say they're pre-smoked and broke in, but I've got a bid in now on a David Jones, and trying to, the next time I catch a Hackard on eBay, I want to try to bid on this. This is I think they call it an Aldo Valenti. This is a little Italian made. Matter of fact, I bought this in Little Rock. They've got a wonderful pipe selection up there, and it smokes really good. That's another thing. This it burns. This burns pretty cool. Now I can get it hot, smoking it too fast, and there's a couple of tobaccos that will just naturally burn hotter. And that's the only drawback to this buttered rum, is if you're not careful, it will burn a little hotter. It doesn't have any tongue bite, but it'll burn a little hotter. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Feel free to leave me any comments. I'll be making some more videos. We'll talk about pipe smoking, talk about a little bass fishing, and like I say, we'll talk about smoking some good meat. I can give you some pointers on how to turn out some really good product if you're interested in backyard smoking. I do it for a living. I have a barbecue place. We have a pit and everything, but I can give you some pointers later on that will really please some people. That you can have some folks over and grill some meat and turn out a good product. And I thank you for watching me. Hope everyone has a good day, and may God bless you.